So it's time to save the game. It's time to think about how we're going to save and load our game. In order for this to happen, we need to save some, not necessarily all, of our data to some sort of persistent external location. In many applications, this would be an SQL or no SQL database. That's probably overkill for our little project. Instead, we'll save the data to a file. So what exactly do we need to save? The key things are the entities list, the game map, message log, and the game state. These are the same variables we got from the game's initialization function too, so we'll be able to start a new game or load an old one by just swapping out respective functions. More on that later. Nice concept there. Fortunately, plain JSON isn't quite enough to save and load our data. Our objects are too complex just to save straight JSON. There are a few solutions to this. The first would be to write serializers for our classes and objects ourselves, which isn't a bad idea. But in the interest of keeping things simple for this tutorial, we'll just use a library, specifically Shelve. This library allows you to save and load complex Python objects without needing to write custom serializers. Install Shelve for your Python installation. Pip is the best way. Create new functions. Alright. No no babying about how to install library. I guess yeah. Our main file. My Discord? Not my Discord. It's not up. Just using Discord for people randomly stopping by. People in the RoguelikeDev tutorial group, for instance. Do-do-do. Shelve. So last time I installed yesterday, it didn't work. I just did pip install. I had to point it to Python, and weird. Just see what happens. Possibly go wrong. Yep. Happened. What command did I use yesterday? I mean, it was Python, but right for me. It's funny I have to look something this basic. I had to bootstrap it from the standard library. Let's just see. I want to follow up on what it says, and I want to see if Pi works rather than Python. Yep, requirement already satisfied. So I think Pi works. That's mainly so I can easily tell it which Python executable to use. Keep going. There we go. -m pip install. Pip install. Oh. Is it called shelf? Shelf. You search on the Reddit if anybody else mentioned. Shelf is part of the standard library, but Part 10 says to install it. Huh. Might lead to frustration trying to find or use the wrong package from pip. Better upvote that comment for sure. Library reference. Shelf. Yep. Oh, don't need to install it. Okay. Good to go. It's a nice. Okay. Alright. You know, maybe I should just adjust the start time. That'll help me save 10 minutes. Jump ahead to 21. Restart. Good evening. This is eRogue. We're watching Continue on with the Roguelike tutorial. For RoguelikeDev. RoguelikeDev does a complete Roguelike tutorial. This is week 6, day 2. Halfway done with step 10. The tutorial says to install Shelf, but you don't have to install it. It's already part of the standard library. Comes with Python, in other words. Okay, moving on. Alright, create a new function in loader functions called dataLoaders.py. New file. File save as loader function. Loader functions, come on, get in there. We add that to the loaders. Boom. Right. Import shelf. Man, I'm losing track of where I'm at already. Camera position. There was an easy way to control it, but not. Define to save game. Player. Entities. Game map. Message log. Game state. Is the player object not in the entities list? Trying to obsessively rock less. I've been trying to rock less for a few decades now. Happen. Shelf open. Get a file, and we're gonna have some stuff here, so. Next player. Up. Paste. Alright, see. Player is in the entities. Entities, game map, games. App. Log. Game state. One more space there. Using shelf, we're encoding the data into a dictionary, which will save to the file later. Note that we're not actually saving the player, as the player is already part of the entities list. We just need the index in the list so that we can load the player from its list later. That's all we need to save the game. Without the shelf module, it would have taken far more effort to be able to save our game. Luckily, it also makes loading our game easy too. Let's implement that now in the same dataloaders.py. Create a new function called loader load game. You'll need to import game map in order for this to work. I don't think I retained a single thing that I just read. Just create a new function called load game. Thank you. Import OS. If not, game that pounder that open. I think you would have already put in a variable for save game.dat. Identifier. Colon equal width. Player index equal data file. Exactly does width do? All I know for sure is that it closes the file after you're done with the width. From what I understand, Python will automatically close it itself anyway, but you know, not till program exited. It's got to do more than that. What? Did I just copy? It is equal data file. Whatever I just copied wasn't what I wanted to copy. Copy home, paste, space enter equal space. Player index equal data file player index. Data file player index. Just the difference that this says entities.player.index, well it says player index. Go. Player equal is index. Love it when it comes together. Whoa, 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 align. Here we exit the width loop. File is closed. Return player entities. Map. Wait. I need to experiment more with music I can stream, but I can't do that while I'm recording a series project. And I'm running stupid stuff. Now, there's, for one, I support the idea so much of copyright-free music. But at the same time, there's an industry in place. Despite that, there are people within the industry that do not mind their copyright music being played. But it's just one example, the best example, and it's of the paradox we're always facing is music in video games. But so you got chiasms, isolated from Vampire the Masquerade Blood. It's like if that was on the copyright slam list, everybody ever played Vampire would have their videos taken down on YouTube or muted on Twitch and whatnot. And, you know, that doesn't happen. So, saying that's there's going to be a lot more songs like that that I can use, eventually. Anyway, continue. Player game state. This is just the reverse of the save function. Well, we'll put the data... We'll pull the data out of the data file. Functions for saving and loading are done, but we need a way to use them. Probably a good idea to think about how our games starts up in the first place. Right now, the game just starts, throwing the player into a new game. That's not how games typically work. Most every game in existence has some sort of starting screen, which lets the player start out a new game, load an existing one, exit, maybe edit some options. Let's implement something similar for ours. We should let the player start a new game, load an existing game, or quit. We need a new function menu. We need a new menu function to display our main menu. Open up menus.py. Well, I was going to test run. There's no sense in it. I haven't imported either function. Don't forget to smile. It's so important. Get to smile if you want to creep people out. Oh. What am I doing? I don't know where it's located at. There it is. Extra. Extra. See, extra's a name I often use for stuff that's extra. I mean, the game's not going to be able to run without this menu.py file, so it's not extra. You know, it might be miscellaneous, but it's certainly not extra. Slurp my coffee. But, so anyway, I have an extra folder on my I'd get, so made me reconsider why I was going in there for stuff I need. Alright, my main menu. Console. Background image. Screen width. Height. Damn. I don't know why I keep it in space for an autocomplete, because that makes no sense. It's not a... see. Image split. The background image. On. Space 0, comma. The D tab. Console set. Default foreground. Zero, comma, libt cod.light yellow. tcod print x comma int screen width divided by 2. Oh, how did I lose a parenthesis already? I only started using auto-completion of parenthetical pairs. Here, I type 1 parenthesis, but I get 2. Alright. 0, comma, and hit a parenthesis. It's not giving me the second one. That's the whole purpose of using it. So if it's not working for that, I gotta shut that. It's so that, you know, when I put a function inside a function inside a function, which, you know, happens all the time, not to mention subscripts and other things. So that to help you keep track of how many parentheses you got. Screen width divided by 2. That's 4. Libt ground capital. Let's see. B A capital. Libt tab, yep. Get wrapped there anyway. COD dot center. Tombs of the Ancient Kings. COD. console print X. I know what int does. It's weird. That complete. Screen width 2. I'm all screwed up here. Screen width divided by 2, and then it's screen height. Here instead, I don't think it auto-completes when the tooltip comes up. This out. Alright, that's why it's not doing it. Screen height divided by 2. Background none. Enter. By your name here. Whatever. Follow the instructions. Menu con. Copy. I'm fighting my mind. The zone something. What's that? Or right. Get some wrappers. A little tick 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 going on. Something on my table rattling. Okay, fix it. Pump the speaker. Our main function right now operates off the assumption that we're going straight into the game. A better method would be to have the main function open the main menu, and if the player chooses to start a new game or continue an old one, the main game starts. We can move the logic of the main game to a separate function, which we'll call player game. This function will live in our engine.py file. Doesn't have to. Doesn't make much sense to put it elsewhere right now. I won't bother with code highlighting here. But again, it's just another function definition we're not using yet. So keep going. Not giving me any indication of where they're locating it. And got play game. Message log. Wait. Constants. Be wrapped, stir. B recompute. B map. Applies. V game map. Key class. Mouse. Mouse class. Oops. Previous game state equals game state. Targeting item. None. None. Send a message. I better mute that one too. Conversation for 1 hour. Alright. Well, not libtcod. Is window closed. Closed. Alright, libd. This, check for event. Key press. Or feed. And mouse. FOV recompute. Then we recompute the FOV. I wonder why that's not part of the menu function. Object. Constants. FOV radius. FOV walls. Constants. Ah, goodness. The algorithm. Yes. Rhythm, constants. And wrap. Lights, walls. Wrong. Render all. Bet sure there's another render all on this page. See how different. Wait, we're going back to the main menu. That's what he just. I'm retyping the main menu. I'm confused. The everything here is already in main. As long as except while not targeting item equal true. Ew. While not, but yeah, change the order a little bit too. Alright, anyway. These are done. We recompute. FOV map. Those two lines. Game state equal E and mouse. Player's turn, but one is down here. That previous game state equals game state. That's the same? I saw something different. And targeting item equal none. Oh, okay. Just that, yeah. While not. We're taking this whole while block, going through it line by line. While not, libtcod is window closed. Prevent. Yes. Recompute. FOV. Let's check for different variables. Map, player X, player Y, constant of the radius. The light walls. FOV algorithm. Console panel entities. Game map. FOV map. Entities player. Recompute. Message log. Screen width. Screen height. Bar width. Panel height. Eye colors. Mouse color. Be false flush. Clear all. Action mouse. Left click, right click, player turn results, if move, player's turn. Destination. Break, else, nothing here to pick up. No inventory, drop inventory. Commit index is not none, and previous game state is not equal to you're dead. Inventory index. Game state equal targeting. Exit. Ah. You just try to sneak in one line on you. Game player, entities, game map, message log. True. Still in the while loop. Full screen. Player turn results in player turn results, yeah. Message, if dead entity, if item added, consumed, dropped. If targeting canceled, name state equal enemy turn. On the enemy turn, I'm sure we're not doing any saving or loading. Break, else. Break. Was a while loop. While loop from here and put it there. Huh? What? Undo that. The game. Targeting item equal none while loop. This is the same as our code before, just put into a function. We'll pass all the native variables into our main function. The player press escape during the game will return to the main loop, which displays the main menu. One thing that's different here is that we're calling save game before exiting the loop. Now let's change our main loop. Constants, libtcod, font, oh. Weird font stuff. Font. That font. Knit root. On panel. Player equal none. Entities equals an empty list. Path equal none. Message log equal none. Game state none. The main menu. What did? True. Show load. Error messages. Singular. Main menu. That's weird. Type in false, but it's still shown here. If the auto completion is equal to what you've typed in, it's no need to show it at all. It's not an IDE. Alright, false. In menu background. Menu background image equal libtcod. Image load. To background. ENG. Key and mouse. TCOD E. Oh, not libtcod console. Oh, it should already be there, right? Huh. Not libtcod. Console window is closed. If show main menu. Else. Big game. All that's new code. Almost all of that's new code. Window is closed. Sys check for event key press. Oh, oh yes. Actually, that was right. Wraps. Mouse. Okay. What was I looking for? I have a line that ends in a pipe. If I can. Regular expression. I don't think I can. Zero length match. We have to escape it. If I just try to find any pipe, does that work? Oh. Again, escape it then. That works. But the end of line doesn't work. It's a dollar sign. Or if that's the beginning of the line. Oh, do. Matches once. Just a dollar sign should work. Just one's like at the beginning of the line. I'm looking for the one at the end of a line. Must be wrapping me. Did I do that over here then? I could have swore I saw one. Okay. Just define play game, I need to be down in main. Well, not if show main menu. Onto main menu. The console and the main menu background. Background image constants. Screen width. Screen height. Console flush. Handle. Menu. New game. Action. Get. Game. Code save game. Here's the game. Action get. Show load error. Message and new game or load. Save game. Exit game. Oh. So load error message. It's false. If new game. Player, entities, map, slog, state, get game, variables, constants, state, state's player's turn. Main menu. Turn. It's false. Save load game. Save game. Aye. There's no try, only do. Let's see. false. Accept. Load error message. True. Accepting when. Found error. Else if. Exit game. Right. My indents are wrong. Exit game. If that's indent is wrong. So main error. There you go. Else. Get down at the bottom of that page there. libtcod. Clear. Specify which console to clear. Better indent that. Play game. What? Try what? Try what? Oh. I'm not going to try to wrap that line until get it working first. I'd have to wrap in the middle of an assignment. It's the first time I'll have broken up parentheses around an assignment. Show load error message. On panel. Oh, main menu. True. We're loading a background image with image load. We're loading a background image with image load. Sample image use for this can be found here. Download it and put it in your projects directory. New background 1.pgn. Mm-hmm. PNG. Yeah, this says 1. Sure. Did I type that in wrong? This is in the main. Yeah, it's 1. Other than that, a lot of this should look familiar. Display menu. A lot of this is backwards. They should be telling us what we're doing before we do it. And that's one of the rules, actually. Rules of doing a presentation, number 1. Tell them what you're going to tell them. Number 2, tell them what you came to tell them. Number 3, tell them what you told them. That's the 3 steps of doing a presentation. Not that we need all that, but I mean, it's better. You can save a lot of hassle if you're giving us an overview of what we're doing before we do it. Such as the one part that said, well, it's too much to color code, but there's only one difference. It tells you after you go through it all that there's only one. We're displaying the main menu with 3 different options and accepting keyboard input to determine which option to go with. The user starts a new game. We use our getGame variable function from earlier. And if an old game is being loaded, we use the load game function. Either way, we'll get the same variables. Assuming one of those options was chosen, we pass the variables off to the play game. Function, and the game proceeds as if it had been until now. We haven't implemented a message log or handle main menu functions yet, so let's do so now. We'll start with message box, and we'll put it in menus.py at the bottom of the file. I didn't even notice we're using this. That. I ain't got no box. Very close to the end of the file. Okay, box. This is in main. Okay. If show main. Menu. Ah. Yeah, I missed the line. At least. If show load error message. Actually, yeah. I'm wondering where we find that. That definition. To load 50 constants screen width. Alright. If show load error message. Message box. Main menu. If show. File not libtcod. If show main menu. Should be indented. libtcod. Console flush. Oh, already did. Oh, wait. So all that was off an indent level. Okay. Okay. Go down to the else. Yep. Yep. Good thing I found that now. Alright, I don't think I missed anything else. Now that we got a message box. Define it. Put it in menus.py at the bottom of the file. On header. Whoa, fooled me. On headers, width, screen height. Screen W. Right, close. Pretty straightforward. The message box is just an empty menu, basically. Now on to... Wow. Thought we were at the end of the file, but it's like quite a bit down there. Menu height. Onto the handle main menu, which goes in with handlers. What happened here? Did something. It's to me. Input handlers. Handle inventory keys. Between a mouse. Define. Handle main menu. Of key. Oh, no, key. Car. car equals a turn new game true. Left car B and load game true. Left car equals C or key.vk D escape turn exit true. Turn. Bang! Import libtcod as the COD. Or libtcod pi as libtcod. That's functions. Entity. FOV functions. Game messages, import message, game states, import handlers, handle key, handle mouse, handle main menu. Loader functions initialize, gone back to a get constants, get game variables, syntax highlighting. Loader function data loader, well it's not syntax, if highlighting. Loader functions, data loaders. Oh. Loader functions dot data loaders. Load the game. Okay. Menus import. Main menu. Message box. Functions clear all, render all. I did remember to clean up a lot of my backup archives. Deleted 2/3 or 75% of them. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right, that's it. Yeah, don't run it or anything. Python. Python what? Engine.py. You don't even need. I can just. Oh. Engine.py line 13. No module named. Loader function. Date loaders. Alright, in the main function, in the main loop, line 273, if show load error message is misspelled, also not defined. If show load error message, show load error, whoa. Now I want to comment on so many, so often you see people, it's like particularly one today posting on Reddit that I have an error message. But all that he posted is like, what was this? Line 112? I'm at this one, 273. You know, he posts this text. He says, "This is the line that's giving me the error message." Which there wasn't an error here. The error was the misspelling here. And you have to post the whole segment of code. And that's not to say that nobody just trimming it down as much as they should be either. It's like, you just show me on one line of code, I'm not going to know what the error was. It's like, there's nothing wrong with that line of code. Came before it. Did this one right, line 12. And keycar is not defined, and that's wrong. Keycar should be defined. What did I type wrong that I didn't go to? In handle menu. And again, yeah, that's the line that gives the error message. Why? Because there is a typo somewhere earlier in the program. Reference before assignment. No load error message is misspelled. There's a background image. Showing me an R. I might not be able to see that, but between continue and last. Ah. So what was that? I don't know where that's defined. In menus. Not. There it is. Continue last game. Okay. So it'd be, but. Set a transparent overlay so that bees our background pic. Where it's coming from Rogue Central. I can't zoom in far enough to get a really close look. Not there. Where's that R coming from? Definitely an R, and I think it's definitely the font that we're using also. Why would there be an R there? Strangest. Oh, I mean, what even color is that? I'm not using that color in my game. It's kind of a dark yellow. Brown. We got code that says light yellow. Light yellow also works. Control set default foreground. I doubt it's white either. Find in all open documents. Not anything that we just typed in. Buy eRogue. The wrong line number. +1, I presume, my good sir. What? Again? Alright, yep, look at the actual code to see where it told. Console? Oh, I thought it was. Oh, this was -4 up there. It is -4. What's going on? Mean height divided by 2 minus 4. That definitely did print at the top. Then the by is not offset. So there should be 3 lines in between the title and the byline. Which would fit if the menu displayed and lifted up 3. Menu, continue, last game, quit. Let me check their code. See if they had fixed it. Or download. Go to zip. Source Python. Test. Part 10. Firstly, I'm just going to open up menu.py. I mean to do that. Open it. Check at the bottom here. Nice lack of wrapping. Screen width. -4. Their code's the same, as far as I know. Let's try to run their week 10, part 10. My game's still running. Excuse me, I got hiccups now. My hiccups don't go away when I'm talking. Part 10, CD. Part 10. It's good. It's good because, you know, 10 becomes 4-3 alphabetically. Bye. Okay. I need to put in a pi 3-32. Pi dash 3-32. There we go. Oh, what's he having the byline? By your name here. See, that's not even showing up. By your name here. It's all the way at the bottom. Okay. By your name. It's the wrong color. What's going on? Oh, it's the wrong color because the menu's drawn on top of it and it's shading it darker. Hard on myself. I said it was dark yellow. Okay, so reopen that. What's the at at 24. Yeah, well, yeah. Be near the bottom. Why isn't mine near the bottom? 4. Oh, by your name here. What's going on? I got numbers in the wrong line. Your name here, the it's only here. Int screen height divided by 2. I put divided by 2 just because everything else is divided by 2. You wanted minus 2. I bet. Where'd it go? How did I close it? How did I close it? Minus 2, yep. It's 2, not divided by 2. Okay. What is wrong with me? Yes. Attention to detail, folks. Screen height. Okay. So, didn't exactly test anything, did I? Play a new game. Yeah. In 304. That's a typo. I don't know. Get that? New game. Alright, line 8, FOV functions up high. None-type object has no attribute width. So it's going to be when it's calling OV map. It's the game map function that defined a game map before I called what? Before I call F. Initialize FOV. New game. New game equal Load save game. If new game. Player, entities, game map, message log, game state, get game variable constants, equal sign. Excusable that one. Okay. Patrol, so I'll get the lightning scroll. Killing it will be the fastest. Took 1 hit. Picked it up, took 2 hits. Read it and kill him. So I took 2 hits rather than straight up combat would have taken 4 hits. So we picked up some stuff and left some stuff in the room. We are to save the game. What? I'm gonna put in E to press to save the game. What? We're doing loading the game, or we made a routine to save the game. We're doing it. And here's if exit a full screen if save game. Save game. Here we are. Our key handlers. I'm supposed to hit escape and go back to the main menu? Hitting escape crashes? And save game. Player index equal entity set index player. Data file is not defined. Interesting. As date. Here. There's an orc. An orc gets on. Boom, boom, you're dead. Boom, boom, you're dead. The fireball scroll. The confusion scroll. We get a lightning scroll. We leave a fireball scroll in the corner. 2 corpses here. Hit escape. Takes us to the main menu. Hit continue new last game here. Nothing happens. Go to play new game. Now let's see if quit works. Continue last game. Not. Do. Oh, it's getting cold. Player turn keys. An engine that high. Data loaders. Menus. Main menu. Menu function. Class. You think about the menu to handle a key? No? But it knows what the options are. Do I return? I don't return anything. Play game. Player turn stuff, right? Or you drop inventory, yeah. Enemy turn. What was the routine called? A function to save game. What calls save game? Oh, we're presuming the save game works. What calls load game? In main. Main. That's what the difference was. Part. Load game, new game. I'll not. If show main menu. If show main menu. Load game. Action get load game. Load saved game equals action get. Else if load saved game we try player entities game map, message log, game state, show main menu equals fails. Release. Okay. So it might have been loading it, but it just wasn't exiting the menu because never went back to show main menu. Work. It works down there. Get a confusion scroll. And I'll just finish off this last work. Try to save. So, here, try to continue. Get load game. Trying to handle inventory keys. Inventory key. I didn't put any of that in. I mean, I said we didn't. But I thought I was just lying to myself again. No, it's there. Right. Yes. This is what I was looking for and couldn't find. First expecting. Right. Final handle main menu key. Star equal C. Key car equals A. Game true. Key car C. Exit true. But we got some kind of problem going on. If key car equals E. Turn. Load. Game true. I hit load game, nothing happens. What that does is it returns the dictionary entry, load 2. Come back here. When we do the action get, load game, be there. It's true. Yeah. But if there was an error, not displaying the error message properly, if show load error message and new game or load save game or exit game, then show load error message equals false. It's true and a new game error message is true and new game is true. Don't show an error message. Right, there's an error loading the game because, yeah. If you're exiting, we don't need to show an error message. Never saved game. Wondering about what if it was just a typo, like not having a D on there? I could see me typing load save game rather than saved game. Load. Lowercase. How are you talking? Oh, like that, I guess. Saved game. Load game. Load saved game. Start with yes. You know. Load saved game. Load saved game. Saved game. I have to think that load save game equals true. Try. Player entities game map. Message log game state equal load game. Show main menu. False. Except file not found error. Equal. Now they're missing us. We fixed it actually. But indeed last game. No save game to load. Okay. Little whack how it's presented on the screen, but did it redraw? Or a new game. I can't exit. Yeah. Show load error message equals true. If show load error message box on no save game to load. He wants some constants, screen width, screen height. Console flush. Thing is, it didn't clear last menu message box. Which the message boxes don't clear unless you hit escape. If show load error message is true, it's not a new game. Load I don't understand all the logic here again. Not a new game. It was load save game, yes. Sounds like we reset that message, so that would be true. So now show load error message equals false. Ah, misspelled there too. Jeez. Alright. Okay, well it still didn't refresh the screen, but at least it stopped locking up. So when we show this message box, why don't we get rid of the old one? You check their program again. Actually, it's 32. We're in the 32-bit version of Python 3. Hit the B key to continue last save game. Okay, we have the same error that they do. Go to GitHub. I'm not used to editing it this way, but I'll try. That's not mine. I'm at a GitLab. Here's my extras, which are actually extras. To do. There's my bugs. Load error message. Here. I need to clear the whole screen. Message box. Exists. Real. Which exists in it. Whatever, it's still. Okay, so continuing on, let's make a saved game. Does continue. Play a new game. Well, in orc. That's our version. Excuse me. Still wrong directory. A break. Give me a break. CD to what? Where are we going? Anybody? Bueller? Okay, lightning scroll. Build an orc, find another room. Interesting. Right, orcs chasing me and I saved a game. Quit, right? Oh. Continue. No save game to load, okay. Down here and pick up a confusion scroll. In our inventory. Back here. Continue from this screen. So, do we never save the game? Not on that screen, we're not. Alright, F exit. Yeah. Kinda thought. Which function is this? Play game. If full screen. Show inventory if drop. If game state equals targeting. Exit. Player. Entities. Game map. Message log. Game state. Something wrong with the logic here? Indentation levels? What is the game state? I don't even know. Well, we definitely weren't showing inventory or dropping inventory. Okay. Game state equals the previous game state? I don't even have a game state called main menu, which is weird to me. Game state equals game state's not targeting. Weren't targeting. Just put in a little thing here. Print saving. Okay, that should have saved it. Now continue. Okay. And I think I actually heard the hard drive crunch. Save game dot 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 dot. Uh-huh. Betcha it's 11:04. 5, yeah. 11:04 in the clock in the night. Okay. That's the only place it should be. Why? I'm gonna save game dot dat dot dir. We shelve dot open. Save game dot dat, comma, quote, n, quote, as a data file. Right, am I deleting all this stuff? Save game dot star. Again. Play game. Escape out. Continue the game. No game to load. Escape, escape. Dead saving. And yeah, file names are wrong. Appending an extra dot dat. I'm assuming that shelves automatically appending a dot dat. Anything wrong? We're not passing it a file name to open, so this is the only place where it matters. Let's check that. I don't see anybody mentioning dot dat. What about shelf? Talking about shelf before. It's just the ugly way. Hey game. Scroll on a fire scroll. Escape. Heard it save, yep. Continue. Name data file is not defined. In main, line 21, in load game, data loaders, in load game. Player index equal data file with is with as data file, yeah. What's that? Continue. Okay. Line 296 in main. Bunch of loaders.py, shelf.py, dumb.py. Dumb. One of my perp. That's a debug manager. Shelf. Alright. Add a loaders.py is the first one that means anything to me. Line 24. Message log. Space. Okay. My save was probably corrupted. Got 2 orcs and 2 scrolls. Two orcs and 2 scrolls. Awesome. We can quit. We can load. 2 orcs and 2 scrolls. Okay. Ah-da-da-dee-da. Want to check. I've still got dots. Complete save game .star. No save game stuff. Start a new game. Play a new game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scrolls and 3 orcs. What? Save game's alright. Continue. Lots of scrolls and 3 orcs. Yep. I'm not getting extra files this time. So that's it. Done.